set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Jahan, 180! 58, come on! Get in the weight room! Get in the weight room! Hey, Jahan!
Cousins on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year. Franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. First down. Here's Cousins. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rush in.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins now from the 50. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Go! Line out! It's just me and you. It's done. It's just me and you. Check 24. Gun. Jim. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Check out. Watch the eye. Switch. Gun. Shit.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
54, Mike. 54.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go, get out there, 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. Prescott to throw it.
His position.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Here we go, 46, 46. Check right 54. Mike 50. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go, 46. Right there.
Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Check. Watch 53. We're going to 53. Coming to you. We're going to 54. Right here. Echo.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and a couple, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Throwing Jones. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, kill.
Throwing, Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He's checked, okay? Hey, 47. Mike 55.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Go, get out there. We're going to 53. Mike 5-4. Oh, try.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. Kill. Gun. Watch off. 26.
Now Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day. Motion.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 37 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, watch that. We're going to 54. Why in? Mike, 54. Watch. We're going 47. Watch the block. Motion. Block. 26.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Lets it fly for looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run the counter. Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Zerline on and the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Strip that ball. Wide. Get wide. Here we go, 46.
Check 25. Check 26.
Pollard going to try the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Cowboys 56, Vikings 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept